A Japanese crime lord is behind bars this evening, accused of trying to sell weapons-grade plutonium to America's enemies. Takeshi Ebisawa made his first appearance in court this week after new charges were filed, accusing the alleged Yakuza leader of trafficking nuclear materials out of Myanmar. And the Justice Department says a DEA sting operation in 2021 uncovered his plot to sell large quantities of dangerous radioactive materials, including uranium, even plutonium, to the Iranian military. Joining us now on this for more insight, News Nation national security contributor Tracy Walder, also a former FBI special agent and CIA officer. Tracy, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
Tracy, I know that you worked counterterrorism and specifically regarding weapons of mass destruction at the CIA. You say this scenario was the worst nightmare. Can you explain why?
Well, so a lot of the time, we were working really lone wolf kind of terror networks, if you will. And really, that's what this Yakuza network is. Really, they are sort of a criminal crime syndicate. And what they are normally doing is trafficking weapons. That's typically what they're known for. And it's really no different in terms of how they operate than a terrorist group. And sometimes it can make it very difficult to track them. A lot of times with Al Qaeda, we were less worried about them gaining access to a conventional nuclear weapon, if you will. They really didn't have anything to launch that. They don't have the infrastructure in place. But what we were always worried about is them getting small amounts of weapons grade nuclear material, which is what you just mentioned, because any of those things really can set off sort of a doomsday scenario, if you will. And really what we're looking at is what's called a dirty bomb. So that's radioactive material using a conventional explosive. And that is very, very concerning because that then makes it very difficult to track these. And we don't necessarily know how, when, and where someone is going to attack because we really don't have a good defense system in place for it.
I know you say that this was, a brilliant sting that was pulled off by the DEA and Thai authorities here. Ebisawa allegedly telling an undercover DEA agent that he had access to more than 100 kilograms of uranium as well as weapons-grade plutonium. Put this into perspective for us. What can these materials be used for? Is it enough to make a large-scale nuclear weapon?
So yes and no. What it would depend on is if the nation who was receiving that had centrifuges. And that is the big thing with Iran. That's what we were trying to get them to stop doing. Because when a nuclear program gains a centrifuge and is able to do that, then they can manufacture a nuclear bomb. And we don't know whether or not Iran has that capability. Because of the Iranian nuke deal, we sort of took more of a hands-off approach in 2015. So I don't know what their capabilities are. If they have a centrifuge, then perhaps now they can manufacture a nuclear weapon. If not, then maybe they're looking at this for dirty bomb purposes and putting them in long-range intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Is this a unique case in your eyes, or is the smuggling of nuclear materials like plutonium more common than we realize?
So yes and no, it can be very difficult actually, because a lot of airports have screeners for those kinds of things. And so it really is difficult to get these things through airports. So my guess is they were probably transporting it through sea, although I obviously don't have the specifics of that. So I don't want to say that something like this is common because the shipment of it is a little bit more difficult than, conventional weapons. But I think this is something that maybe we're going to see more of.
Based on the evidence presented in the new indictment against Ebisawa, is it possible that weapons-grade nuclear material from Myanmar has already made its way to Iran?
Yes, I do believe that that's probably a possibility because the reality is where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe Ebisawa is really just the tip of the iceberg, if you will, in terms of this. Probably they have used other trafficking networks and other, networks that span across the globe to move this stuff. And so I would not be surprised at all if this was just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, Tracy Walder, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.